I'm going to begin this video with a very simple question. And the question is, prior to your personal loss, what was your belief about grief knowingly and unknowingly? If that question was asked of me when I was in my teen years, I will simply say, I don't know. Or maybe I would say, I don't have one. Even though during my teens, it was actually 17 years old, that my grandmother, who raised me, passed away. And during that time, I did not know or understand about the impact or have an understanding of grief. In my culture, we did not learn about grief in school. At the family table, we did not talk about how to deal with grief. And so, regarding a significant loss, I did not have the tools or the wherewithal to cope with my loss. And so, understanding about grief was beyond me. And as a result, I did not know how to articulate what was happening to me in my inner world. And so I just moved on. My name is Dr. Pam Strachan, a grief specialist. And I am so glad that you can join me once more on this Bridge of Hope YouTube channel. And in this video today, I will be focusing on the topic of what is your belief about grief, knowingly and unknowingly. Let's jump in. I discovered that I unknowingly carried the belief that grief happens to others and not me. However, all of that changed when I entered into healthcare chaplaincy ministry and was endorsed into supporting and helping those who were dealing with various crises. I also discovered during that season the truth about grief, and that is, grief is a universal experience that is no respecter of person, culture, belief, or status. It doesn't matter who you are, where you live, and how much money you have in your bank account. Everyone will be affected by loss at some point or the other. So I'm going to share with you 3 core things that I have learned about grief that help to shape my belief. And the first one is that the journey of grief is an experience of constant discovery. When my grandmother passed away when I was a teenager, the impact of that loss did not affect me then until later on in my adult life. My grief was delayed until it found a safe space to process that loss, because in my teen years, like I mentioned before, in the culture, grief was not taught in school and it was not talked about in family. So I did not have that safety to express my grief. However, it came later on when it found a safe space to process that loss. The second point I would like to share with you is an openness to heal will give you a unique perspective on grief. I have lost family members and friends not only to death, but also to other things. And what might be surprising to many is that my most personal and painful loss, it was not the death of a loved one, it was the death of my expectations. Say more about that, Pam. Expectations have a sound to it, and this is what it sounds like that I have heard from those that I have supported. I was expecting to grow old with my spouse, and suddenly he is gone. Suddenly she is gone. Parents are not supposed to outlive their children. That is a disruption in the rhythm and the order of life. I did not expect to outlive my children. I was so excited when I became pregnant and was expecting to bring my baby to full term, and I had a miscarriage. I have heard it been said that I've been a good Christian all my life. I gave back to my church community and I've done a lot in my community, and so many bad things have happened to me. I have taken care of my health. I've eaten healthily and I have exercised and I've done all the right things throughout my life to be well. And look at me now. I am dealing with cancer. And when I hear these things, I hear the sound of the death of expectations. I hear the grief behind the loss. And this is where many people are stuck. And the third point that I wanted to share with you is that having a belief and an understanding of grief will not exempt you from the pain of loss. However, it will help you to know where you are on the journey with your grief. It will help you to understand what you are going through and how to find help to navigate the pain of loss. So another question that I would like to ask you, what is your belief about grief? I hope that this video will help you to answer that question. I also hope that this video will help to inform and help you to become aware of your belief system, and may that belief system that you have helps you to navigate the course of your grief with wisdom, with self-empathy, with compassion and resilience. So as I end this video, thank you so much for watching. Thank you for sharing this time with me. I hope that you can subscribe, share a comment about your belief on grief in the comment section, and share the link with someone who is wrestling with a significant loss. Thank you again for watching. And until next time, be well and walk well.